Well, it took 2 years for the South Carolina Attorney General's office and the State Law Enforcement Division to watch a collection of videos and decide whether to file charges in our final disrespects investigation. These charges led to more questions about the state's investigation into Marlboro County.
We now know exactly what the AG's office accused the former deputy probate judge and her friend from stealing from Hollis SLED just hours after he died in January of 2021. Here's Chief Investigator Jody Barr with an update to final disrespects the Queen City News investigation.
And this is Tammy Bullock going into Hollis's truck.
Within hours of finding out her brother died in January 2021, Beth Bowling was on the road to Marlboro County, a 12-hour, 700-mile trip from her home in Indiana. As she rushed to Hollis SLED's home, his friends showed up.
Tammy is just arriving, and she's standing looking around.
That's Tammy Bullock, a woman appointed as the county's deputy probate judge at the time. Cameras at SLED's home showed most everything that happened outside.
She is the person who told me she was the probate judge.
Do you think judges making house calls is typical?
No, I've not ever seen that be a case.
Soon after getting there, Bullock and company started ransacking SLED's home and property, all while his wife Joyce, who suffers from severe dementia, was inside.
So they're looking at Christmas presents. They're Christmas presents in Hollis's truck. So Charlotte's walking over, Tammy's head right there. Tammy's still in the truck, and Charlotte's over, and now they're both looking in the truck.
What business would they have in your brother's truck?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Arrest warrant shows state prosecutors believe there was at least one reason: to steal.
Me and Tammy got 4 packs of cigarettes out there, too. We figured he didn't need them no more.
Well, I know where a whole bunch
He didn't make these.
The woman who said that is Charlotte Green. SLED agents arrested Green and Bullock last week, charging them with grand larceny. They're charged with stealing 4 packs of cigarettes from SLED's truck, taking a pistol and $2,203 in cash from inside SLED's home. All things SLED's family knew were stolen within days of arriving in Marlboro County.
When we arrived at the house, the caretaker said to me there were some things that were taken by one of the individuals that you need to be sure you get back. And she said, there's a Ziploc bag full of cash, there's the truck keys, there's a handgun, and Hollis's checkbook.
Did she say who took them?
Yes.
Who was that?
That was Charlotte Green.
Bowling said Charlotte Green's boyfriend, Ricky Gardner, called, asking to meet with her privately. SLED's cameras also video recorded Gardner carrying things from the home before Beth Bowling got there that weekend.
He returned a box with a Ziploc of cash, the handgun. So I walked back into the house, and the caretaker was there, and she said, did he give you the things? She was very earnest about, did he give you the things that you asked for? And I said, yes. And she said, is the cash there? I just lifted up the bag, and she said, that's not nearly the cash that was in that bag. And she said, let me ask you this, are there any $100 bills in there? And I said, I don't know. So I looked, I kind of thumbed through, and there was not a single $100 bill in there. These are stacks of 20s that were in the Ziploc bag. These are the 50s, these are the 10s, these are the 5s, 2,200 something.
And I took Miss Joyce's money and Hollis's money, and I put it in a sandwich bag, one of the quarts or the gallons. It was the big one.
How big would you estimate the bag with your hands? How big was it?
About like this. It was one of the big ones, and it was loaded with money.
A gallon bag?
A gallon bag.
Linda Hood was called in immediately after SLED's death to sit with Joyce until Bowling arrived.
So I took all the money and put it in a bag and stuck it in the middle of her dresser. Well, I went back Sunday morning. Charlotte told me she got all the money. They got Miss Joyce's pistol. It was a .38. And a lot of other stuff, but they took all the money, and I guarantee he had over 2,000. Over 2,000, easy. I didn't even count all of them. He had hundreds, 50s, 20s, everywhere. Even had some in his truck, but I never went in the truck and bothered nothing.
Hood says before she left the next morning, Ricky Gardner came back. Slade's cameras showed boxes and other property being carried away. The changes inside the house, Hood says, were obvious when she returned to stay with Joyce that night. What do you believe was happening when you were gone during the day?
They packed it up. Because I asked Charlotte. I said, Charlotte, where's all the stuff that was in here in the boxes? Oh, we unpacked it and put it away. It wasn't in the house. It wasn't in the garage. It wasn't nowhere.
Where did they put it?
On the back of the truck.
The AG's office would not say whether prosecutors plan to charge anyone else in this case.
I told her I got that money. I said, I'm not going to leave this money sitting in that house for complete strangers to come in and they not know what's going on with it.
Tammy is hands off the paper. Charlotte puts it in her back pocket.
Bowling believes the charges against Bullock and Green don't come close to making up for what the family believes was taken from Hollis and Joyce Slade that weekend 2.5 years ago. I called Tammy Bullock to ask her about the charges, but she never responded. I spoke to Charlotte Green on the phone following her release from jail. Green told me to go do something lewd to myself, then hung up on me. Both women are free on bond. Now, the grand larceny charges are felonies and, if convicted, carry up to 5 years in prison and fines. As with everything we've covered in this final disrespects investigation, we'll continue to update you anytime a development happens in this case.